In his first post-election TV interview, Donald Trump repeated two of his primary campaign pledges, with a few qualifiers. The big wall he promised to build between the U.S. and Mexico may turn out to look more like the barrier that already partially exists.
For certain areas I would, but certain areas the wall is more appropriate. I'm very good at this. This is called construction.
Trump also said he would deport millions of undocumented immigrants immediately, but not all of them.
What we are going to do is get the people that are criminal and have criminal records, gang members, drug dealers. We have a lot of these people, probably 2 million, it could even be 3 million. We're getting them out of our country or we're going to incarcerate.
That, in fact, is essentially the policy of the outgoing Obama administration, which has sent back or detained at least 2 million foreigners judged to be criminal. As for the millions more people living in the legal shadows, a decision, he said, has yet to be made.
After the border is secured and after everything gets normalized, we're going to make a determination on the people that you're talking about, who are terrific people. They're terrific people. But we're going to make a determination.
Also on Sunday, the president-elect announced his first choices as senior White House aides. Each man represents an opposing side of the Republican Party. Trump's chief of staff, current party chairman Reince Priebus, is a consummate Washington insider regarded as close to House of Representatives Speaker Paul Ryan. Priebus will be tasked with cultivating Trump's working relationship with establishment members of the party like Ryan, whose agendas don't always align with Trump's. In picking Priebus, Trump passed over his campaign chairman, Stephen Bannon, who he named chief strategist and senior advisor. Bannon's fierce criticism of the Republican establishment has been voiced in his internet outlets, which catered to Trump's nationalist, racially charged, and conspiracy-minded followers.
Steve Bannon, in this particular campaign, was the general, and he is much more the Goldman Sachs managing partner and much more the naval officer, I think, than people realize.
Trump said he's saddened and surprised that some of his supporters have been inciting attacks on racial and Muslim minority community members. They should stop, he said.
We reject the president-elect.
Meanwhile, in New York, Los Angeles, and San Francisco, several thousand protesters marched peacefully against the incoming president for the fifth day. Trump's campaign manager said she was sure some were paid to march. She called on Obama and Hillary Clinton to tell the protesters to accept the results of the election. One high-profile Democrat speaking out loudly and often in favor of American unity these days, Bernie Sanders, the Vermont senator who ran against Clinton for the Democratic nomination. His message to protesters, keep it peaceful. Tom Ackerman, Al Jazeera, Washington.